So guys, we got a freaking butterfly knife ruby. I'm not even joking, dude. Crazy. One of my craziest lens that I've had. One of my viewers gave this to me. This is combo. Absolutely insane. This is just like the cream of the crop as it gets in Counter-Strike skins. Like, I've made so many videos where every single time I make the video, I'm like, this is the craziest video I've ever made by far. No, this is the craziest video I've made. And it's not even... Okay, come on. Give me this. What in the world? I suck. I didn't buy armor either. That's really bad. It's okay. I'm on my ult right now. Because... nice, dude. I'm so good, dude. Come on. Come on, dude. It's custom butterfly. It's custom butterfly, bro. Butterfly ruby with these insane gloves. I don't remember exactly how much the butterfly ruby costs, but like genuinely, actually the craziest knife I've held in my hands ever, dude. And today we're going to be talking about butterflies because, you know, let's face it, bro. Butterflies, they're pricey, but they're good. They're so good, you know. They got all the animations you would ever want. It's just absolutely disgusting knives, like absolutely insane. However, they're not my favorite. You know, I made a knife tier list recently saying that I think butterfly, like if S is our highest tier and then there's A, you know what I mean? I'd put them at the very top of A tier. Maybe S tier, you know, debatably low S tier, but the problem is my S tier is filled with Karambit, you know, that's my top knife in the game, and then my second is the M9 bayonet. But you know, I do really, I'm not okay. How did we lose the anti-eco, bro, or whatever that round's called? I don't know. But like, it's still a really beautiful knife, and a butterfly ruby beats out like so many M9/Karambit combinations you could make. You know, the finish on the skin matters a lot. Like a ruby is one of my favorite gems. I think it genuinely might be my favorite gem out of all the gems. Obviously I've said this before, but I think certain gems look better on certain knives, you know what I mean? Like, I think an M9 bayonet would look sick with a ruby, right? But that being said, you know, I think a Karambit sapphire might look better than a Karambit ruby. Call me crazy. And same, I also think that with like an emerald, I think a Karambit emerald will look so nice. I think a Karambit ruby would look nice. I don't know, like, I don't know. It's just there's certain gems that look better with certain knives. I don't know if I'm speaking nonsense, but oh my gosh, give me this. Okay, never mind. Cool, dude. But yeah, dude, okay, so this $11,000 knife, by the way. I am holding a car in my hands. I am holding an actual car in my hands. That's insane to think about. But yeah, dude. Anyways, a lot of butterfly knives, you know, will tend to run at the cheapest $500. I'd say like the average price of a butterfly knife is like $2,000. So it's not really a knife that, you know, your casual Counter-Strike enjoyers are going to be getting, you know. Back in the day, though, I remember, man, this thing was pretty cheap, dude. It was like, it was genuinely like $200 for like a safari mesh. But, and, you know, it might sound like a lot because it is, but, you know, nowadays it's like 600 for like a safari mesh, man. Like, I'm telling you, dude, that... dude, I swear I'm on my ult, dude. The lobby shouldn't be this high. What's my wingman rank on this? Oh, what a shot. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Okay, he's just a default loadout, but that's okay, you know. If you got the skill, you don't need the skins, you know. The gameplay is the flashy part about it. Get the AK. Nice. Nice. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Shift out. No. Keep going. Yes. Dude, okay, he like locked in, but then he sold so hard. But anyways, I think the the butterfly knife performs best when it has a Doppler finish, you know? I think, you know, it paints the handle, obviously, you know, it does a lot of things for the knife, and I just feel like seeing all the colors fly around your screen, you know, is really satisfying, you know? Like, I feel like a lot of the other butterflies, there's just not a lot of point in getting. I feel like you need a Doppler, you need a fade, you need a tiger tooth, you need something with a vibrant color on a butterfly knife. And I actually owned a butterfly Damascus steel for a bit, and I liked it, I'm not gonna lie, but, you know, just having that shine is important, you know? And unfortunately, the one I had was like a field tested, I think, so it wasn't super shiny, you know? And it's like, it was a little dull here and there, and, you know, it takes away from the knife. And obviously, I say it's like ideal to have that, but that is the more colorful ones, you know, are gonna be the pricier ones. Nice one, idiot. Nice fake flash, dude. And I ain't falling for that. Actually, I did kind of fall for it, but I killed him, so that's what matters at the end of the day. We'll take that round. We need to get as many rounds on CT as possible, or T side, I mean, as possible. But yeah, like Marble Fate, Slaughter, just all these knives with vibrant colors, you know? I really don't think there's a point to get a Butterfly in some of these finishes, you know? I just don't think they look super good. Autotronic looks pretty decent. So does Lore. Lore isn't, like, great, but it's pretty decent, you know? But yeah, I just... A lot of people also, like, get this knife for the animations. And in my opinion... You know, if you want to do that, go for it. If that satisfies you, go for it. But I'm gonna lay out maybe a hot take here. I don't think buying a knife for the animations is the play, because I used to be one of those people, right? I used to be a buyer for the animations, and it doesn't make you happy, because the thing is, then you get the knife and you're forever. Oh wow, okay, that guy whiffed on me hard, but I'm probably just dead here because I'm 1 HP. But it's whatever. I'm just gonna sit here for like 30 seconds, and then at the last 10 seconds, I'll try to plant. See if that catches him off guard or anything, gets him to freak out, you know, make a stupid push or something. I feel like that's always a possibility, you know. Just get him to do something stupid. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. It's then you're in this constant state, right? You're sitting there always and you're like trying to convince yourself. Okay, wow. But you're trying to convince yourself, you know, you're in your mind, you're playing mental games with yourself, and you're trying to convince yourself that you got the Safari Mesh Battle Scarred Butterfly for the animations, because the animations make it all worth it, you know. But then you know, you have the Safari Mesh, you know, and it's like a really bad finish, but it's like you're in your mind, you're trying to convince yourself, you know, you're sitting there and you're like, oh, but the animations, they look kind of cool. I think I really like the animations of the knife. And so that makes it worth it for me, you know? I like the animations, but I feel like it's so much better. Okay, hold up, blocking. I'm like, what do you mean? How's he not dead? I thought my teammate hit him. I swear my teammate body shot him, no? Am I tweaking? Okay, yeah, and we're just dead. Okay, anyways, but look at this, $400, right? Then I think it's much better to go for something with a really nice finish, with still really solid animations. Let me tell you, you know what I mean? And then you're sitting there and you're like, the animations look great, you know? They might not look as good as the Butterfly, but they look great. And then you're not like playing the mental game, you know? You're not sitting there like, oh, but I really like my Safari Mesh Battle Scarred just because the animations are really nice, you know? But, you know, I'll admit it, the skin is not as nice, you know? And that's kind of my take on skins, you know? But that being said, I'm still sure there's people out there who, you know, just do genuinely like the animations and aren't gonna care about the skin. But, you know, I think that's a shallow way to live, you know? This is Counter-Strike, bro. You gotta get something flashy, you know? You need that like aura, dude, from your spinny ADHD flashy ruby freaking $10,000 knife. That's what Counter-Strike is about. It's about never being financially responsible. It's about never being able to buy a house. It's about spending all your money on expensive skins. Remember that. But yeah, that's kind of my argument. Because look, this is half of the price of a Butterfly Safari Mesh, and like, is it really worth it? Like, really dig to the bottom of your skull, dude, and ask yourself, is it really worth it, you know? Like, that being said, though, hey, if you have the money, you know, you're basically Jeff Bezos at this point, you know, and you're looking for something flashy, you know, and you have enough for like some sort of flashy finish, you know, get yourself a freaking Butterfly knife or something like that. Get a I mean, if I were Jeff Bezos, I'd be getting a Karambit Blue Gem or something. But I'm cooked. I'm so unbelievably cooked. I'm so lock in. Come on. I'm so good. Come on. Oh my goodness. This is why we strike. For moments like these, bro. I'm telling you. Oh my goodness, it's like that mental switch, you know, you're just locked in. Come on, dude. Oh my goodness, man. Dude, I feel so good right now. So good. Oh my, I get he was trying to knife me, but like I can't be mad at that. And my teammate just runs him down with his XM, dude. Like, come on, we're back in the game, dude. I told you, the CT-sided comeback, man. It's so strong on this map. And he buys a rifle. I like that. I think I'm gonna do the same. Oh, but I don't have A1S equipped. You know, okay. We're gonna stick with the FAMAS one more round. I think I can get some value out of it. I think I can get some value. But I also want to talk about Dopplers are nice, right? But how much nicer are they than a Tiger Tooth? Let me put that out there, okay? Because when you get down to brass tacks, right? A Tiger Tooth is nowhere near. Okay, nice. We did get a little bit of value out of the Moss. We actually did. My teammate pinged mid. I don't know how much I trust my teammate. Because I feel like he's ramp, but, you know, okay, we'll trust my teammate here a little bit, you know. We'll give him some credit. Maybe we'll play the 2v1. Get over to my team. Oh, no. Come on, shift up. He doesn't know I'm here, right? This is free. Nice, nice, come on! And then I get the A4. Let's go, dude. Okay, we played that perfectly. But, look. Once again, you know, we're playing the price game a little bit, you know, the broke boy game. Really nice handle. Golden. The knife looks golden. It shines. It's bright. It's gold. It's got that nice finish. $1,200, right? That's a lot. However, $2,000 for the freaking Doppler, you know? And I feel like just like maybe this is crazy cope, but like oh wow, my teammate might be cheating. Wow, what a shot. But I feel like just I feel like in terms of looks, Doppler maybe looks this much better than the Tiger Tooth, yet it's $1,000 more expensive. Like, you've got to be smart with your pricing here, like, especially if you're poor. And like, once again, now look at this. Fade, $2,600, right? And look at that. It's nice. It's really nice. Don't get me wrong. However, Doppler, now we look at Doppler, $400 less. And I honestly think these days in Counter-Strike 2, bro, the Doppler, man, it looks better than the Fade. I'm just gonna say it, you know. Maybe some Fades look better than the Dopplers, but I think overall, on average, you know, like cutting down to brass tacks here, dude. The Doppler, man, looks better than the Fade. It just does. It's shinier. It's flashier. You know. Hold on. What? Okay. I think they both know where I am. Shift up here. Nice. Come on. Okay, up here. Watch this. Come on, swing it. Okay, we're cooked. We're so cooked. We're so cooked. We are so cooked. I have a smoke and a defuse. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, let's go! Let's go, dude! Oh, dude, my heart. My heart, bro. My heart. Oh my goodness, dude. You know, I'm making a lot of stupid plays right now, but they're working for some reason. But I'm not gonna complain. I'm definitely not gonna complain at all. But like, dude, the supply's more. Does he want a Navupa? I don't know. But anyways, the supply's more to just any skin in the game. You know what I mean? I've been using, you know, butterflies as an example, but a lot of the times you'll be able to find skins that are substantially cheaper than the skin you want that look just about as good when you cut it down to brass tacks. And it's like, what's more important, you know? Saving a few $100 or getting a freaking Pyramid Fade or something. Ugh, dude. Oh my goodness. That made me mad, dude. Actually made me mad. Okay. Op here. But, you know, before the game ends here, I want to talk about a couple more things about the butterfly. You know, because I didn't really analyze its shape, its, you know, steez, if you will. But, like, it's really good if you're an opper, you know. Because, once again, kind of like a stiletto, you know. It's like you got a nice kind of, you know, op shot, boom, pull out the knife, nice little animation, nice sick animation. And then you also aren't going to be bored because you're just going to be stimming with your butterfly knife the whole game while you're rotating, you know? Like, you rotate from site to site, butterfly, inspect. Andy's just holding that with an op in the open. I love that. Good thing my teammate traded him because that was, like, seriously a horrible play. Like, I don't know how he expected that to work. I don't know why my teammate bought an op. Yeah, He's just not me, bro. He's not me. He's 6 and 12, and I'm 14 and 7. He's 0.5 KD. I'm 2.0 KD. That's the difference between me and a homeless person. Wait. Something like that. Yeah, just roll with it. I'm gonna push with my teammate because I've said this before and I'll say it again. The only way to beat smart Counter-Strike players is by running at them with an MP9. Watch. Let me convince you. Okay, never mind. Ooh, yikes. Okay, come on. Lock in. Unless they just hold back with an AK, which... Oh, nice. Blast us off. No, you should have known he had op. Bro. Oh, dude, that hurts. It's okay. It's fine. 8-8 tie counts as a win in Wingman, so I'll take it. What's my rank, dude? Because I'm playing in some weird lobbies, dude. These are like high... Oh, yeah, I'm DMG on my ult. I'm higher on my ult than I'm on my main. Anyways. Join the Discord, because we give away knives there sometimes, so that's in the description. Also, for like this week only, the next couple of days, if you're wondering how I got the skin, it's because I'm on my ult, right? And so what I'm doing, you join my Discord, reach out to me, I'll give you my ult's trade link, right? Trade any skins you want featured in a video. I will accept the trade, and then in the next like 3 days or so, I'm gonna reverse the trade, which means and this is why I'm doing it on my ult. If I were to do it on my main would get a 30-day trade ban. But since I'm doing it on my ult, I don't care that my ult gets a trade ban. So, you know, I'm just gonna reverse these in about 3 or 4 days, and you know, give everybody their skins back, and then I can, you know, showcase your skins in a video. So that's dope. Join that if you want to showcase your skins in a video. Other than that, subscribe so I can buy Dragon Lore.